Welcome back to the Knit for Brains podcast. I am Alisha Gifford.
I'm Laura Brady.
And we come to you 60 miles south of Chicago, Illinois, in Bradley, Illinois. We are a mother-daughter duo, and we normally talk about knitting, crochet, sewing. Mom started felting.
Yes.
So, some felting. But today we are only going to talk about our recent trip to Stitches Midwest. So, we are going to talk about the experience. We're going to show you our haul.
Everything brought. So basically, this is episode...
The Small Fortune, episode...
17. Back from Stitches.
Back from Stitches. I will admit, I am on a yarn hangover. I have been. Past couple days. It's a yarn hangover. And I never really understood when people said that, because Katie on Inside Number 23, she goes, from all the yarn fumes, she's like, I have a hangover.
Well, have you noticed since you got back, I don't know if you're the same way, I go on Instagram, and normally when I'm on Instagram, I'm like, ooh, pretty. Now I'm just kind of like, whatever.
I'm like,
can't do it.
Except Donna.
Yes,
Donna.
She really wants that skein of yarn.
Donna.
So, yes, we actually kind of did it up bigger. Well, this was the first year that Alisha went.
Yes, so...
We decided...
It was my Mother's Day present. From the dog.
Yes.
Because Phil got a brand new computer, which was $900. So, I didn't spend that much.
And we decided to actually stay there.
We stayed at a Radisson.
Because it was going to be like 12:30 in the morning before we could head home. And granted, it's only an hour and a half drive, but we had been up since early.
Yeah, I was up at 5.
And it was a good thing because we were both exhausted. And
I'm still exhausted.
Yeah, I was having back spasms and pains in my hip. And
Mom took at least like 2 bottles of drugs the entire time we were there.
And it didn't work. We were exhausted. So it was a good thing that we stayed. And then we were able to go back the next morning. Well, actually, we stayed longer than what I originally anticipated.
Much longer than I wanted to.
Well, yeah, we'll kind of get into that. Alisha had some issues the second day.
So first day. We left at about 8 o'clock, picked up some Mickey D's because we love our fattening breakfasts.
I just needed to eat and needed caffeine.
Yeah. So then we drove about an hour and a half southeast?
Yeah.
No, northeast.
I just drove. I followed the GPS.
Northeast. We followed Ding Ding. That's what I call the GPS, is Ding Ding. All the way up there. We got there
20 minutes before it opens, which gave us time to
go to the bathroom because Mom goes to the bathroom every 30 minutes or so.
I'm not that. Well, sometimes I'm
so bad. She's that bad.
It's her fault. I blame it on her.
And we went in. We got our buttons for stitch marker swap, which was at the Aaron Lane bags, which is where I dropped my first big amount. And I don't feel guilty about any of my purchases.
No. So we ended up doing quite a bit of shopping. We then decided we were hungry.
Oh, God, so hungry.
So we had, on our way in, spotted a Quiznos, which we don't have Quiznos here, so we were quite excited. Already knew what we were getting. Drive across the street, the Quiznos is closed.
And this was after we did our first live.
Yes. So we then had to Google and find another Quiznos, and we called first to make sure that they were still open. And so we traveled a little bit.
Yeah, I think it was like 8 miles.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. So we did get Quiznos. We were quite happy. We then went back, and that's when we did the second video.
When Mom got stuck in that line of...
yes.
But it was worth it.
It was worth it. We then, at one point during the first day afternoon, had decided we were done shopping for us. So we started early with shopping for Melissa from Honeybee Knit. Hi, Melissa. And my sister, Linda. Hi.
Hi, Aunt Linda.
So we did part of their shopping Saturday, which we hadn't planned on, but we didn't need to really spend more money, or so we thought at that point.
So we thought.
So we stayed until the market closed at 6, which hadn't planned on doing that.
We hadn't planned on it, but
So,
like there was still more stuff that I wanted to go back and look at.
well, and we were trying to find people to swap stitch markers with and that sort of thing.
Let's talk about that stitch marker swap.
It wasn't as big this year as what it has been previous years. Previous years, which she doesn't know, but like you couldn't even walk like 10 steps and you'd see somebody with a button and you'd be swapping. This year, it wasn't as big.
Oh. Which both days we thought Saturday would be busier. No. There wasn't many.
I mean, we definitely got some swapping
Maybe
done.
40 at most.
So then we left the market at 6. We went, checked into the hotel. She wanted to eat, where was it?
Lou Malnati's.
So we go over there, and this place has 6 parking lots. I kid you not. So the line was out the door. We finally find a parking spot in the 6th parking lot.
Yeah.
There was no way we were going to be able to get our food, all that, and still make it to the pajama party at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
So we ended up at a Denny's.
Good old Denny's.
Good old Denny's. It was fine. It was good. They had Dr. Pepper. We were happy. The lady took me seriously when I told her I needed a Dr. Pepper IV.
I went like, right here. Come on, stick it in.
So she was really good. Really good waitress. And
Yes.
our pops never went empty, which was, yeah. Because at this point, we really needed caffeine. My back was spasming. It was awful. So we left there, went to Jewel because she
got more pop.
She was convinced that she knew what was going to wipe out that back spasms. It didn't work. Yeah, we bought pop to bring with us to the pajama party. So we then had enough time to go back to the hotel, change into our pajamas, which, FYI, we had matching sheep pajamas, which we didn't mention the first day. We had matching sheep or llama skirts.
Mm-hmm.
So we went and did the pajama party, which, sorry, we couldn't do a live there because there's no recording allowed there. It's what happens at the pajama party stays at the pajama party.
We're not allowed to talk about it.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to tell you what happened.
Anything like that.
Nothing.
So we went back to the hotel. I think we got there 1:45, something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that.
I couldn't fall asleep.
This one couldn't fall asleep, so if she can't sleep, Mama can't sleep. She's going to keep me awake and be freaking out about the lampshade that was a little cocked.
A little.
Well, it was a little bit more once I got done with it. She's like, can't you fix that? Can't you fix that? And I got angry, and I just went, and the whole thing was like sitting like this, and she was laughing so hard. She was crying. And yeah, she kept me up all night. She finally did fall asleep, but the things that she does in her sleep kept me up. I told her next time I'd get her own hotel room, probably across the hotel away from me. Just kidding, though. I wouldn't.
That's more money.
Yeah, there's more money. So we then got up Saturday morning. We ate at our hotel's restaurant, which was very good.
So good.
It was really, really good.
And they had Snow White playing at the bar.
Oh, she was so happy about that.
So happy.
Yeah, and the bartender's like, "Do you want me to switch to channel?" And she almost was like, "No, this is why I sat here."
Like, do you want me to leave and not pay for my food? Because the only reason why we're eating here is because you had Snow White on.
Yeah. So then Saturday we went back in. We ended up, we had to go to one booth because we had decided, because we seen on Instagram, we needed to go and purchase yarn from her because the yarn was like $20 a skein, and then $10 of it got donated to a animal shelter. And you guys know that was something we definitely would do.
I started touching it.
We were worried. We know she has an allergic to some sort of fiber, an allergy, but we were not sure what it was at that point. So this, she noticed, had...
After I've already been touching it.
It had alpaca in it.
No.
Llama.
10% baby llama.
That's what it was. So I told her, I said, well, hold it. And she was kind of rubbing it on her hands to make sure, everything was fine.
Yes.
And
I'm like, yeah, it's fine.
me, I was picking up the baby that was crying, the owner's baby. The husband was supposed to be there, wasn't there. The poor little thing was crying. So, I'm, can I pick up your baby? And, doing all that. We thought everything was good. Got down the way a little bit. She started having a reaction. She was miserable.
I was sweating. My skin felt like it was on fire. And then after you get through like that portion of it, you just feel wiped out. You feel out of sorts. You're
Which
just...
we were tired to begin with.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, and your dad laughed at this, I said, she went pale. He said, how did you know? Yes, she is very pale, but imagine this, she got paler.
Yeah.
And she didn't want to do anything. She didn't want to talk to people. It was just, she was...
I'm just done.
She was kind of done. So I was kind of being the social one and whatnot. So we did do more shopping for Linda and Melissa. And even though we said we weren't doing any more shopping for us...
Phil said it was okay, so I did.
Stuff happens.
I only bought 2 more things.
Yeah, and I think I might have only bought one thing. I don't. At any rate.
Who cares?
Who cares? So then we had the podcast meetup, which you seem to start feeling a tad better there. We were able to like finally sit down and get a little knitting done because we really did not get any knitting done over the weekend like what we thought we would.
Yeah.
So we had that, and then we went back into the market for maybe like an hour, and we left, which I had to bribe her to go back in because she was like just done. I'm like, I'll take you to that pizza place. So we did get to eat at
Blue Mountain Nutties.
There we go. So she was happy about that. And then after that, we had somewhere else we were going to stop, but we decided, you know what, we're pretty well done. Like,
and then when I got home, I had to cook my husband dinner.
Yeah, he's texting. She makes the mistake of saying, hey, we're on our way home. And he's like, oh, can you make me mac and cheese? We're an hour and a half away. You're going to have to wait. So, yeah.
He let me buy more yarn. I can make him dinner.
So we were wiped out by the time we got home, and I took a hot bath, jacuzzi bath, trying to deal with that hip.
We ate, and we fell asleep on the couch. Didn't wake up till about 10:30.
Wow.
Woke up, took the dog out, went back to bed.
Yeah, no, your dad went to bed at like 9:30 that night because he had a headache, and that's when I picked up my shawl and started knitting and messed up 6 rows. So I probably should have just went to bed, but I don't know. I felt like I was still kind of wound up and whatever. And when I got home and I started unloading stuff, I was just like, oh my gosh, I didn't know I bought this much. This is insane.
It made me feel happy.
And
I was like, just think about how full my cubbies are going to look now.
So, we're going to show you guys everything we purchased.
This is pretty much the haul.
We'll just go back and forth?
Yep.
All right, why don't you start?
I'm gonna start.
And we're just going to... I don't have mine in any sort of order, like as far as how we purchased or anything like that. So, we're just going to kind of go through.
It's like shop in the box, LaRoe style. We're showing you the bag. So whatever I pull out, I pull out.
And I am going to try to list everything on show notes for this episode. It's going to be very simple. Name of the company, name of the yarn.
If you want any more information, message.
Yeah. I mean, with having the company's name, you should be able to find, just Google.
Different bases and whatnot.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, so just let us know if there's more info that you need.
Yeah. So my first one I am going to show is... which I almost wore today.
I almost wore one of mine.
My t-shirt, sheep-faced.
And this is from, it has the name on the sleeve.
Yes.
Knit by Pearl.
Knit by Pearl.
Really cute shirts she had. She had a lot of different things.
A lot of different shirts. Gift tags, tattoos, which I have one, stickers, gift cards, wine glasses. And it is because, and they made a children's book, which I would have bought if I had a child. I don't have a child, so not buying it. But it was about a sheep.
Yeah.
It was adorable. $18 for the book. So
and the ladies in the booth were very helpful.
They were so helpful. They had short sleeve shirts. They had long sleeve shirts.
They had men's, women's.
I love that booth. That was a great booth.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would suggest going. I haven't worn the t-shirt yet, but it feels relatively soft.
I was actually almost wore one of mine today.
I almost did.
But I didn't. Okay. Well, actually, on top of my bag is my shirts, so I'll do one of my shirts next from the same place. And, of course, I went with blue. You guys know that. And mine says, Sheepwrecked. That is hilarious. I mean, just look at them. How could I not have gotten this? And I'm showing it to my husband because I actually got 2 of them. And I don't think he was really appreciating the yarn humor. He just was like, okay. Although he did make a comment on my next
Phil
one.
smiled.
And did he?
Yes. He smiled.
Okay, you're up.
That's pretty decent.
Well, it's nice that we got some stuff other than just yarn.
I'll go with my other one from them. And they're a .com, so it's knitbapearl.com. So these are gift tags that I got, and on the back it says, especially for ooh.
And they're really cute and very affordable.
So whenever I decide somebody is knit worthy and knit for them, I can put this on there.
Well, you could use it for Teddy's
Teddy might get one.
Roxy's. Mm-hmm.
The only people that are knit worthy right now is Sam and Teddy. That's it. Those are the only knit worthy people. Oh, I just fell asleep on it. It was so cute.
So then my other t-shirt, this is the one your dad commented on. I already got my hair covered all over it. Bad to the bone. And my husband asked me if that was my scooter. Because I do have a scooter that I putz around on. So I thought that was really cute. I still got some glitter fiber on it.
Here are my Susan Bates Yarn Essentials kit that I won at the pajama party.
Okay. I also, and I'm just going to show these at once, got some of the tags like Alisha. So I did get some for Christmas, which I thought was really cute. Because I do have some craft friends that I make like project bags and stuff. And then it says especially made for you by. So that was really cute. And then my other set was just kind of like an everyday set for like when I do birthdays and stuff. It was really cute. And it says the same thing on the back. Made especially for you by. So, I really like those. They're cute.
Oh, they're cute. I'm going to show my fiber. It's hand-painted Cheviot wool roving with sparkle. And this is a 1/2 ounce, and it's from Esther's Place. EstherPlacesFibers.com. So, I got this.
Which she's going to use for felting.
Yes.
Which I'll show my one felting kit so they know what you're going to do with it.
Yep.
Yep. So, and we actually did felt something while we were there. But I
didn't bring mine.
That's fine. I bought actually 2 kits from her. This is the one of them. And it's basically you create an ornament using a cookie cutter. And it came with the block, so you know, so you don't stab yourself like I tend to do. And there's actually 2 needles in there. And it came with some fiber and then
A cookie cutter.
a butterfly cookie cutter. So you basically put the fiber into the cookie cutter before you felt it. So then you'll have a butterfly. So Alisha, they didn't have another one of the butterflies. So Alisha just got that so she could actually make a butterfly, which you could definitely make more than one butterfly.
Oh, yeah.
So, and those would be cute little gifts too.
Yeah.
And fairly quick.
Fairly quick
and easy. So that was kind of like our joint thing.
Was awesome.
Yes. And they
Esther's
actually,
Fiber Place is awesome.
they have retreats and stuff. They actually have their own sheep, and that's where this comes from, and they dye it. But yeah, that was a really fun booth for us.
Love that booth.
Which I'll do my, you can go ahead and go, and then I'll do my other kit.
Okay. I'm going to do my Knitter Pride Dreams. These were in the basket that Mom found. These are on a 47-inch circulars.
And these were 50% off.
So, what? $4.50?
Yeah. Couldn't go wrong.
Awesome.
Picked them up.
So, I've never tried them. I'm excited. US size 3. Don't know what I'm going to knit with it, but I'll find something.
Okay. My second kit that I got was also from Esther's Place. You make a needle felt-tipped sheep, and everything you need is in the kit. So I thought that would be really cute. Of course, I gotta finish my snowman first.
Yes. My next is the Winter Berry Lavish Lotion Bar. It smells good. I opened it so we knew what it smelled. Well, this was also
Oh, I never got to smell it.
50% off. I thought you smelled it.
Mm-mm. I don't think so. Oh, maybe I did.
No, you're like, oh,
I got one of those as well, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
When I get to it, I won't show mine. These are just the same as hers, the Dreams. But then I also picked up, which I do use this size a lot, a US 5 3.75 millimeters Knitter's Pride, which I do have a pair of these already, but I do find that I use that size a lot. And with it being 50% off, I mean, why not?
Why not? I got a thing of soak. I wanted soak, so I'm happy I found it. I think this is one of the ones that I liked. It's the Celebration, and it is in a 14 floored ounces. But you can pick this up a lot of places. But
it was one of the very few ones that we found there that didn't have lavender in it.
Yeah.
She found one she really wanted, but it had a hint of lavender. And I just... Since she blacks my stuff too, that wouldn't be something she'd be able to use on my stuff because any little bit of lavender will get me going for sure. Okay, so it looks like my next batch is all going to be from the same place. Treasure Goddess Yarn. I bought a ton from them. Which, yes, I have one
Yarn.
of those. That shows how much we purchased from them because we both got one of those. This first one is on a Stellina base. It's fingering weight. I purchased it to go with some of these. I have some darker brown, really pretty yarns that this is going to go really well with. And it's called Sandy Beach. It's very pretty. A lot of my yarns I tried to get this time were more tonals and stuff that I could use with yarns I already have in my stash.
Yeah.
And that was my goal when I went, and I think I did pretty well.
I don't know about my goal, but I don't care.
But you were supposed to be getting some tonals as well.
I got some. Okay, I bought a pattern. This is the Grace hat, which was at a booth that had a lot of
natural
colors.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I love it. I appreciate it, but I get bored knitting it. It doesn't draw my attention in. I appreciate it, and I appreciate the stuff that they make out of it. So this is the hat, and it has like that rolly part on it. And
she's not gonna.
I'm not gonna do it. The lady who was there, she's like, "Why don't you
start with the ribbing?"
Start with the ribbing. So it has this type of pattern. It is a cable and lace.
Did you want to show the yarn you bought for that? Do you have it?
I don't know if it's out. Hold.
Sure thing. So yeah, she had a couple different hats that she liked, but
I bought a single ply from Dragonfly Yarns, and this is actually a Hunger Games base. It's called District 12.
Which we didn't know.
I didn't know that, and I was like, because I was just looking at colors.
Right. We're trying to find something that was neutral, something she could wear with everything.
So this is a single ply 100% superwash merino. So this is going to be that. So this will go with a lot of stuff. It'll be an everyday hat, which is what...
And she actually has enough to make two of them.
Two of them. So I can... And there was another one that I liked, which I might go online and see if I can buy that pattern.
I have a coupon code. So if you let me know, I can get that.
And then I can have two different ones.
I did receive coupon codes from a few different people because of,
Cable and lace hat. Susan Granger?
Sure.
A
lot of booths, if you bought yarn, they gave you a coupon code where you get a free pattern on Ravelry. So I do have a little stack of those. So we can actually take care of that. Also, some of the kits I purchased I have to go on and download the pattern for the kits as well. So
me too.
Okay, my next one again is a Treasure Goddess yarn. I did buy a lot from there. The Sparkle Toe sock yarn, pieces of 8. This is another one that I purchased to go with yarns that I have.
That's going to go with so much.
It'll go with everything. I mean, honestly. So I had taken before we left. I pulled out about 7 skeins of yarn that were kind of near the top. That I went to my cubby and I was like, oh, this is pretty. Oh, this is pretty. And I laid them out and it took pictures. So we had pictures with where we could kind of try to coordinate some of the tonals I was going to purchase with yarns I have already.
Yeah.
So your turn.
Oh, this one's already out. This one's going to crinkle.
Oh, that's okay.
But it came with a set. So this is a...
This one was funny though.
God, I love this one. So Mom picked this up and she's like, look at this. Look at these pretties. And you get a bag. Well, I couldn't see the bag, how it was. So I was like, oh, that's cool. And then we saw the bag, just buying the bag. And I was like, I love that.
Look at this bag, Mom. I'm like, well, that's the bag that's in that kit.
I was like, no, it's not.
And the kit was a very good price.
Yes. So this is from Darn Yarn, MN. And this kit is a MCN sock. So this is 80% merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon. And it's 100 grams, so 435 yards. Look at him. So this is a spin-off of Doctor Who meets Harold with the purple crayon. Harold and the purple crayon.
No, don't ask me.
Can't remember.
Did you not remember who you were talking to?
Yeah. So, it's so cute. And then these are so flippin' soft. So, can I show that one?
You can do whatever you want, sweetie.
If I
You want me to put this back in the bag?
I'm going to show the yarn.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
I think I do, yes.
If I can find it, yes. So, I got this one from Black Cat Fibers. And it is on their Nomad sock, which is a 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon. And it's called After the Parade. So, it is this gray, and it's got blues and purples and greens and turquoise and...
A little bit of everything in there, but it's very subtle.
Give me the cashmere. Wouldn't that be awesome? So, I am going to get a pattern. Isn't that a nicely made bag?
We didn't show the inside.
The inside. It's got that sparkle at the bottom, too. But look at that. That is going to be an awesome shawl. So, I'm going to have to find a pattern that I can use all.
It's kind of a tiny little bag.
It's a tiny little bag.
It really is. I mean, you can fit socks in here for sure.
We're just not used to bags that tiny.
Yeah, you guys have seen the bags I make.
I think it's perfect. I'm in love.
It's really cute, and you like the design of it.
I'm just smitten. I'm excited to make this shawl.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
I don't know if I'm sorry.
I'm going to go with another Treasure Goddess yarn on the Sparkle Toe Sack yarn. And this one is so pretty.
Oh, that one is pretty.
Fathoms Deep. And you guys know I have a lot of yarn in my stash that either has a lot of blue in it or is with blue and pinks. And so I thought this would be a good addition where I could tie it in with a lot of stuff I have.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's, like, we off the top of our head named 3 different yarns in my stash that it would go quite nicely with.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's another one. See, I really did do well with getting tonals.
Next one was a huge purchase. This is the House Sorting Shawl Kits. So this is from Brew City Fibers, and it includes 3 full skeins of premium draft yarn, an E-pattern, and a house pin.
This was her second purchase.
This was my second purchase. So my first 2 purchases I did were really, really big. It came with this Hufflepuff pin.
It's just really cute.
It's made out of wood.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and that actually didn't come from them. That came from Simplest Creations. So, yarn number 1 is the Niffler Black. Yarn number 2 is Hallows Gray Huff. And yarn number 3 is Honey Badger. And the code for it is, I can't show you my code, but is the Drachenfels shawl, which I already had saved that I wanted to purchase in the future.
It worked out perfectly.
So it worked out perfectly.
And for you guys that are wondering, that watched our live, because I was asked by 2 people already. Yes, Melissa of Honeybee Knits did order one.
Yes, she did.
No yarn diet anymore for her.
I really, if I could have afforded it, I would have bought a Ravenclaw one for Sam.
Sam has so much yarn already, though, that you need to knit up for her.
But it was the perfect colors because it was the blue, and then in the books, it's blue and bronze. But in the movies, it's blue and silver. So they did blue, bronze, and then their Hallows Gray was this with the blue speckles. So they had the silver too. So
really
they pleased both worlds.
It was really cute the way they packaged it too. You can tell they really put some thought into it.
Oh yeah.
Which, you know, we're all about those little special touches, so.
I'm very excited about this.
Okay.
Another shawl.
I've got another one from Treasure Goddess Yarn. I'm still on them. And this one is called Walk the Plank.
Arr.
And it is absolutely stunning. And I just got, was it Christy? I just got a really pretty brown one that would coordinate well. And weren't we saying something about the Sorcerer one possibly? Yeah. So I have a lot of, I don't know, I've purchased some that have browns and whatnot in it. So I thought this would tie together really well with it. Which is,
I love knitting with my browns.
So, and it's kind of unusual for me because I'm not typically.
To me, it doesn't look that brown when you knit it, though. I don't know.
Well, and this has the gold stellina.
Yeah.
And there is like different shades of the brown in there, which, wow, look at that sparkle. See, that's what grabbed me.
They had a whole wall.
They had some of the best sparkle there, I think.
There personally.
Yeah. Your turn again.
I'll do another kit.
I'm nowhere near my kits yet.
Which, I have never done any Fair Isle or changing colors or anything like that. But she had these kits already made up. And with the correct amount of yarn. All that fun stuff. So I'm going to do the Babel hat. The Bobble hat. The Bobble hat. Eventually. I'm going to do a different one before I do this one.
Yes.
Just so I can get used to doing floats without doing so many colors. I'm going to do one that has 2 colors instead of 4. I think
kind of leading up to it. I think that's a good idea. All right, so still with Treasure Goddess Yarn, I think this might finally be my last one from them. It's the Sparkle Toe sock yarn again.
These are just minis.
And these are minis, but...
Wait, where is she from? Oh, I thought it said Orland.
Oh, no.
I'm like, she's so close.
Oh, I didn't notice this before. Treasure Yourself, hand-dyed yarn that takes your breath away. Oh, it's 100. There it was. 160 yards, actually, though. Look how pretty that is.
And she sold out of them on the first day, so the next day she got up early, spent some time in the lobby.
Yeah,
and
she's like, I gotta get more of these done.
I didn't think they'd be such a great seller.
Yeah, they were really pretty.
I told her, I was like, you have a great price on them, and you're displaying them fun.
Yes, yes.
In a different way.
is well, yeah, because when you saw it sitting there like that, you're like, oh my goodness, what is that? And you had to pick it up. So then you're just like, ooh. And the color combinations that she had put together were beautiful.
Yes, they were.
They really were. So, yeah, I'm quite happy. I'm not sure if I'm going to...
Look at his peg leg.
I'm not sure if I'm going to use this together or if I'll end up using like some for like accents or toes or something like that. You know, I don't know. We'll see.
You'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. I think I'm done with kits now. I won some Melagrigo, which I've never had some. So this is in color 883 Sherry, and this is on their Machetta vase, which is a single ply vase. So that's just these pretty blues. I'm excited. I like squishy. I'm excited about one ply. I just want to buy one ply.
Okay, my next one is actually a Christmas gift, and she already knows about it. It's for Alisha. She picked it out and pretty much just wouldn't leave the booth until I bought it.
Pretty much.
She sat there going,
I want it.
because at this point she was way past her budget. It's from...
So we thought.
It's from Canyon Hand Dyes. Oscar Sparkling Fingering. And it's called Dress Rehearsal.
It's not Canyon, it's Canon.
Sorry.
Canyon would have a Y.
And she just had to have it. I was going to show the tag since I mispronounced it. Okay.
And there's a cannon in the picture.
Oh, yeah. One would have thought I would have noticed that.
So pretty.
It's going away into the Christmas pile that is building and building for Alisha.
God, I love it.
So.
Oh, God.
You're up.
Ooh. Ooh. I'll do this one. Ooh, Gold Stellina. Okay, so this is from Twisted Owl Fiber Studios, which I will have to say, they were the nicest people.
Oh my gosh, we had fun with him.
Oh God, he was fun. Well,
and we went back, was it the second day where they had given us these buttons and I had them on my Knit for Brains bag. And I had noticed mine wasn't really latching right. The next thing I know, it was gone. So I'm like, oh, I gotta go over there and see if I can get another button. And he's like, oh yeah, and he like grabs like six
starts
of them.
banging one with
and
his phone and making sure it's...
let me just fix this for you. And I'm like, oh, and I took one, I got it on the bag. I'm like, oh, this one's good. And he's like, oh, I'll just take the rest of them. It was hilarious.
I love them. Melissa told us to check them out. We checked them out about 5 times.
Oh yes, yes.
I love them.
Yeah.
They were awesome. So this is on their 2-ply Sparkle Gold Stellina. So 7525. It's 438 yards, and it's called Charcoal.
And that's going to be a good neutral to go with.
Great
pretty
neutral.
much anything.
This is like my go-to neutral because I swear, grays go with everything. Everything. Especially Gold Stellina. I could pop Gold Stellina in with all of those earthy tones too.
Here, did you want a little glitter?
That's a little glitter.
So
I forgot you got that.
My next one is from Night Owl Fibers. They're out of Texas.
Yes, the same as these.
Yes,
they have Twisted Owl and Night Owl.
Yeah,
Texas.
They have an Etsy shop. The colorway is called Christmas Lights, and they actually had a small, well, it wasn't really small, medium-sized Christmas tree set up, and they had some of their colorways hanging from it, which I thought was really cute. Look how pretty that is. They had another one that I really, really wanted, but they sold out of it.
It was the Doctor Who one.
Yeah, I really wanted that, the police box one, but
in glitter, but they sold out of.
They sold out of the glitter one, and I couldn't bring myself to buy just the plain one.
So when they're back from break on their Etsy shop, might buy that.
No more purchasing yarn for quite a while.
Okay, I'm gonna grab. Let's do another Twisted Owl.
I don't even know where my Twisted Owl's at. I'll get to it eventually.
So this is This isn't gold. It says Sparkle Gold, but that's not gold.
No,
that's silver.
That's silver. They probably just mislabeled it.
Hey, it happens.
That's okay.
This one's called Let's Dance. Let's Dance.
Okay.
Well, how fun that is. Oh, just imagine this naked.
And I knew it was coming. She hadn't said naked yet today.
Naked. Did you see that?
Nope, they're black.
We should have made it in slow motion. Don't.
You're nuts.
It's so beautiful.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
All right, my next one is from Leading Men Fiber Arts and the Showstopper.
I love Showstopper base.
And I have a theme going on lately because you guys know if you watched episode 16, I had purchased the Honeybee Knits colorway, and then we have our Knit for Brains colorway. I had previously, from Freckled Whimsy, had purchased the Kevin colorway. So I had to get the Yarn Hoarder colorway. It was a necessity. And it's really pretty because there's so many different colors in it. There really is.
They'd make fabulous socks.
So, and this is actually the first skein of yarn I've ever had from Leading Men Fiber Arts, other than like some minis that I got in a swapless swap, which
God, I love that.
honestly are still in the bag.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think this was a nice addition.
God, I love Leading Men. I just love it.
Well, and they're so fun too.
Can I show mine?
Sure.
I got a Halloween color.
Oh, and you have a new Halloween bag.
I know. It goes perfect.
Oh, yes. Look at that,
Thanks.
guys. It's almost like I planned it. I knew what you were going to get.
Oh, God. And this isn't the only Halloween color I tried to buy over the weekend.
No.
So this is on their Showstopper base also. And it's called Fright Night. Sucky.
Yeah, she'd tell me, well, I don't need this. And then next thing I know, she was looking at it. So then I'm like, Alisha, no. Step away from the yarn. Step away from the yarn. And people were laughing at us. And they were like, oh, no, let her buy what she wants. I'm like, no,
this
you don't
weekend
understand.
is not about need.
What happened, actually, and we didn't tell this, our first day there, we were there for 2 hours, and we had to go out to the car and empty our bags because they were full.
Oh, well.
And then we filled them again. And the next day we filled them again. And we had large bags with us. But in our defense, at least one of those bags would have been Linda and Melissa. All right.
Halloween.
Okay, I don't need to show my hand stuff.
Nope.
I don't know where those went to. Okay.
Ooh.
Black Cat Fibers. Now these were, they don't actually have a colorway name because they're called their alley cats.
So they're one of kinds.
So
they're found in the
basically
alley.
One of the kinds. And you guys are going to be surprised by this one because...
Look at that. It's like this
Have you ever seen me show anything like...
orange and salmon.
Yeah. And I don't know why. It kind of grabbed my attention.
Yeah.
It reminds me of pumpkin.
You could pair it with a brown. Make it fall. Or you
Yeah.
can pair it with a blue or a pink or a yellow or a purple and make it spring.
So yeah, I got one of those.
That's fun.
Fun.
Fun. My next one is called... oh God, this just makes me want to rub it. It's called Time Lord. It's a Doctor Who inspired. And this is an 80% merino, 20% silk. 400 yards.
I'm noticing some of yours, you're kind of going towards blue, babe. Am I wearing off on you?
No.
Oh.
I just have so many pinks and whatnot. I like themes, Mom.
Yeah.
I go for themes. Oh, silk. I've never gotten a silk before.
Speaking of blue.
Speaking of blue,
In my defense, though, this is an
alley cat.
alley cat, and this is another one that I feel I could use with some of my other blue yarns.
Yeah.
Because even though it's blue and it's got different tones,
Sparkle.
it's still a really nice tonal. Yeah. I thought it was really pretty. And I have a lot of yarns that have like blue, purple, pink, where like this would pair up really nice with it.
Mm-hmm.
Your turn.
This one's called from Darn Yarn MN. It's called How You Doin'. And I laughed about this. I showed this to Phil and he didn't understand it because he hates Friends. I was like, but it's called How You Doin'. And this one is an MCN also. So, merino, cashmere, nylon. What? I got cashmere and silk this weekend.
Okay.
But I thought this would be a good transitional too. Because, I mean, it's speckled. But I don't think that it's heavily.
No.
I think that will be good. This is good.
So my next one, I'm going to kind of show two things just because they go together. This is from Erin Lane Bags. And some of you guys might have already seen this. It's Larry, the black sheep, saying, well, shit. Okay, guys. Had to get it. I mean, hello. And if you're going to have the bag, you really need a stitch marker to match. Good old Larry.
He's cute.
And I did good. This was the only bag I purchased because I told myself when I went I would not purchase any bags. But show me a bag that has a curse word on it, and I'm probably going to buy it. That's just me.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go to Treasure Goddess Yarns. Which, again, this color...
It's very similar to what you're knitting with your...
Yes.
It's not as deep.
No. So this is on her Sparkle Toad sock yarn, and it is called Song of the Sirens. Yeah. But I thought this would pair nicely with the Doctor Who yarn, I Don't Want to Go, from Tristan.
No.
Yeah.
See, she has a plan.
Thought that would...
We did kind of have plans. We'll see. A little bit. All right, my next one I'm going to show is the one that Alisha is allergic to.
I cannot touch it.
From Good for You. And it's called Bleeding Hearts. And this is the one that $10 of it was donated to their animal shelter.
Am I from Indiana?
Where'd you see that? Oh, yeah.
I saw the...
Indianapolis, Indiana.
I saw the picture of Indiana.
Oh, yeah, they are from Indiana.
Go Hoosier.
Yeah. Where did you even see that there was baby? I don't even see what's in here.
All I know is that it...
See this colorway story at Good For You yarn? Maybe she told
Right here. 40% baby llama.
It's 40% superwash merino, 40% baby llama, and 20% nylon. Well, and you kind of see, I don't know if you guys can see, like the
fuzzies.
The fuzzies.
That's the llama.
But,
that's what makes it soft and halo-y.
Yeah, so Alisha did end up having a problem with this one, but amazingly enough, I did not. So, I don't know. That was a good cause, too. So, that was the main thing.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Stunning String Studios, which they had every single color known to man in 15 different faces, which they couldn't bring all 15, but they bought maybe 10? 8 or 10. This is in their petal pink, so it is an off-white pink, in their twinkle base. Which I thought this would look good with pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my next two I'm going to actually show together.
Okay.
And there's a reason.
1, 2, 3,
so
4, 5, 6.
This is Malabrigo. This one is
oh, I love this.
667, which is called Storm. And then I also got another Malabrigo, which is 806, Impressionist Sky.
And this is in their single ply.
This is in their single ply. So these two are going together, and they are making the Two Sisters shawl. I already forgot her name.
Madeline.
By Madeline Gainan. I showed it on the last podcast episode, but just a reminder, if you use code KNIT, the number 4, brains, you get $2 off any of her patterns. And this is going to be absolutely stunning. So this will be the main part of the shawl. This one is going to be the edge where all the fancy work is.
But you know what she was talking about was holding these two together for the main part.
Oh.
And then putting this as the lace.
Oh, I could do that too.
So I would, if I were you, I'd probably knit a few rows and see how you'd like it held together. And then if you don't like it, then take that out.
I'm still thinking just this, and that is the...
It just fades more.
Yeah.
It just blends better.
No. I think either way, I'm gonna love it because the design is beautiful. Although I have to say, keep in mind I'm a very simple knitter. I'm a little intimidated.
You'll be okay.
But I'm gonna make it through it. And if I have questions, I will just be messaging her.
Yep.
So I'm good. And I have a lot of knitter friends and whatnot that are way more advanced than me. So usually if I can't YouTube it and find the answer to something, I can ask one of them.
Yeah.
So that's always good. All right.
All right. I'm going to show this one. Game of Thrones inspired from Bumblebee Acres Fiber Farms. This is one that it was there the next day, and I told Mom if it's here tomorrow, I am buying it. It's called My Sun and Stars.
It was funny because I looked at this one before she ever did.
I love this one. I looked at it at YarnCon too.
I did really good trying to stay tonal.
But this is in their, this is 63% merino, 20% silk, 15% nylon, and 2% sparkle. Only 2%.
Yeah, that sure looks like more than 2%, folks.
2%! And it's a thicker fingering weight.
What was,
What?
That way.
This one?
Who was that? Is that the, yeah. How much percentage?
5. 2%? 5%. And it's just, it's how it's twisted. I don't know.
Okay, I have another set that I'm going to do together.
Okay.
And this was really funny when I purchased it because it didn't really dawn on me at first. I was just thinking of what will go with my yarns. This is from Twisted Owl Fiber Studio. This is Pank.
Hank.
Pank. And this is Cornflower. And it is our Knit for Brains color. Did not even realize it when I purchased them until she said something. Yeah. But they're just really good tonals for a lot of the stuff that I have.
Yeah.
So it just kind of happened.
Yes. I did another tonal. It's called Boat Dock. And it is on from Stunning String Studios on their Twinkle base. So that is just a nice plain colorway again. I think I got the gnat this time. There's a gnat flying around. I think I killed it.
You think you got it this time?
I think I got it.
Yeah, I don't know what's I saw it earlier and I was like, what the heck? All right, so, and this one, I don't know where it came from. Well, I mean, it came from Midwest.
Yeah.
There was no name or nothing like that. It takes balls to knit. I just thought it was cute.
I think it's cute. And it was a good price.
Oh, very good price, so.
This is from Treasure Goddess Yarn, and there's Sparkle Code soft base, and it's called No Scurvy Bag of Lines. No Scurvy Bag of Lines. And it is a sparkle neon green. You know what this would look great in with a fade if I got the dark mark from Tristan. And fade into it. I want to fade.
Okay.
I want to fade, Mom.
I'm just going to show the two. Go ahead and fade then.
I want to fade.
I'm going to show the two things I won at PJ Party. Crochet hooks.
Red
and
Heart.
Red Heart.
I think this is my last yarn purchase, which I love. Okay, this is from Black Cat Fibers, and on their Nomad base, and it's called Unicorns versus Narwhals. Shut the front door. This is happiness. This is pure happiness. You know what would be even more happiness? Is if it was sparkle. Then it would just be bottled up happiness. Look at that. Look at it! Okay.
They were looking.
Are you sure?
Yes, they were looking.
Okay.
All right. My next one is from Stunning String Studios. It's a kit that I purchased. I did switch out the colors in it, and it is actually a Christmas gift for my mom.
Mm-hmm.
So I will not be keeping it. So that is the shawl that you make. But I knew those colors would be way too much for my mother. So that's what we switched it to.
Purple and gray.
It's plum pudding and pewter, which I think is going to be gorgeous. And
I think she's going to love it.
They put a couple stitch markers on the top. There's a flip-flop and a palm tree. So that was nice. So I think she'll like that. I will have to go on with the Ravelry code and print the pattern for her because she's not on there, but that's really no big deal. And getting closer to Christmas, I will actually take these out and cake them up because she doesn't have the ball winder and stuff. That way, as soon as she wants to do it, she can start it. She won't have to run it over here and be like, can you wind this?
Yeah.
Or she would just sit there and try to wind it by hand because that's how she is.
Yes. Which, I mean, you can, but...
Yeah, but, yeah.
That's no fun.
Why?
Okay, these are stitch markers from Erin Lane. They're Harry Potter stitch markers. I don't know how well this is going to show.
They're showing pretty good.
There's Dobby. I'm showing the wrong way. So that one's Dobby, sheep. That one is a sheep knitting the Harry Potter blanket. That is Battle Sheep. This one is Molly Weasley sheep. She's got a wig on, and she's knitting the Ron sweatshirt. Next one is Flip, where he is riding his broom, and then there is a woolly sorting hat.
That was one of her first purchases as
One
well.
of my first purchases.
From Erin Lane.
Oh.
Okay. So my next one, again, is from Stunning String Studio. It's another kit, which I also...
Switched out
the colors. I bought it with the original colors, and then the next day, when we were in there buying Mom's, I got to looking at it and was like, Alisha, I don't think I'll wear that.
Yeah. A little bit too nautical.
Yeah,
for me.
it was very, very nautical to me. So I was just like, oh, and the lady's like, oh, it's fine. You can bring it back in and switch it out. So we ended up running out to the car and doing that. So it's called, the actual shawl is called Afloat. And that's what it looks like with the original yarn, with the blue, white, and red. It was pretty much the design that I thought was really pretty because I really liked this part of it.
Which they had all the shawls there.
Which was really nice. So what we did was, and the red's kind of hidden in there.
We switched out that navy blue.
We switched out the navy for their black. And so it's going to be the black, white, and then just a bit of the red in there. Which, I know I'm going to hate knitting the black.
But it's going to be so stunning.
But it's really going to pop.
It's going to look like Minnie Mouse.
And the black's called Little Black Dress.
Nah.
And I don't have, like, a black shawl or...
It's a neutral.
You know, I think, oh my god, that is soft. I hadn't opened this. It's 100% superwash.
And so that. Oh.
That doesn't feel like it.
No, it doesn't.
It's 475 yards. Like, that feels like it has cashmere in it.
Yeah.
They got some super soft yarn.
Yeah.
I wonder if Mom's is feels that soft too.
I don't know. Feel it.
Now I need to feel it. And there's a star stitch marker with that one. Sorry, folks, you're going to have to bear with me here. Because now I really need to feel what Mom's feels like. Oh, they really... Oh, there we go. This... It feels like cashmere.
It does.
It really feels like cashmere. Oh, that is going to be so nice. I really think she's going to like that. And that's more so... Oh,
Well, I mean, feel the sparkle.
I have it open so I can kind of show you a better picture of her colors. Yeah. They have got some soft yarn. And their kits were so reasonably priced.
And this wasn't bad either. And like I said, they have 16 bases. And I think he said over 150 colors.
Yeah, this is one of the booths we ended up going to a couple times. And they were the ones with the
They had a
gumball machine.
They had a gumball machine that had little plastic balls in it. And you just wound it, and then it popped out, and it had a stitch marker and a button and a progress keeper in there. Cool.
Which was kind of cool.
Okay, I have 2 more.
And this one, it was so funny because you're just supposed to crank it. She's there feeding quarters into it. And the guy's like, oh, no, put quarters in there.
So I paid for one of them.
Yeah, well, that's okay. You took an extra one then. Oh, this is another first purchase from Erin Lane.
Erin Lane. It is Doctor Who sheepies. So there he is, knitting on the TARDIS. And there he is with his fez. And there he is, knitting with the screwdrivers.
That's funny.
There he is, knitting the iconic Doctor Who scarf. And then there's one more with the 10th Doctor's 3D glasses. And this is just this was her cheapest bag. And it's not badly sized. It doesn't have a box bottom.
Which is fine by the time you put something in it.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter.
I just wanted this.
She wanted the fabric, was the thing.
I wanted the fabric.
Oops. No.
I'm like, did I break the actual bag? No.
That'll be a good sock bag.
Such a great sock bag.
Even a small shawl you'll be able to fit in there.
This makes me so happy. She did have stitch markers that matched.
But you had already gotten the Harry Potter
I got
set.
the Harry Potter ones.
And you really like the Harry Potter ones, so.
Yes.
Alright.
I got another Doctor Who bag anyways.
I'm nearing the end here.
I love this one.
Okay, so I bought another kit from Dragonfly Fibers. It is a Hohi
Which those ladies were lovely also.
It is a Hohi Locatelli pattern that I'll have to download. It's called Downtown Line. So that's what it looks like. And I actually got that color scheme.
In a single ply.
In a single ply. Look how pretty that is.
Mind blown.
So,
what are the names?
I'm going to take them out. This one is called Black Walnut.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is called Red Bud.
Nah. Like a rose.
And those are going to be so pretty. Yeah, and then they just basically put a directions on how to download the pattern. So I'll have to do that. So yeah, I was quite happy with this purchase. And I thought that for the kit, I mean, you're getting the 2 skeins of yarn, you're getting the pattern. I mean, the only other thing you need is your needle and a yarn needle to weave in. That's it.
Love that.
750 to 800 yards. How much are each one of these? Approximately 430 yards. Cool.
So
Each
you have
skein is
leftover.
unique. Yeah, that's really pretty. So I'm quite happy with that.
This is my last item.
I got 2 more as well.
So, hey, we came pretty close this time.
Well, I did some of mine as doubles. I had to show my Erin as doubles.
So this is another Erin Lane bag. And this is her Harry Potter sheepies. But this one is a 2 at a time bag. So there is a divider there in the center.
It's a big divider, though, where you could actually use it for 2 small projects. You don't necessarily have to use it for 2 at a time.
Yeah. Then it's got that thing, whatever this thing is. I never know what that thing is. That thing, it's on here. So, this one, she had 2 different ones. She had this and the Doctor Who ones, too. But I thought this one was fun. You're a wizard, Harry. If our choices that show who we are far more than our abilities, and there's Molly Weasley, and it says, "Not my daughter, you bitch." That's good. That's good. Anything is possible if you have enough nerve. There he is, chasing the snitch. Accio yarn. So this is what my stitch markers were too. There's a Dobby sheep. I suspect the Nargles are behind it. Yes, the Nargles. Maybe it's battling. Okay, this is just so much fun.
Okay, my last 2 things are actually patterns. Well, one's a pattern, one's a book. So Alisha and I both like this particular pattern.
Oh, I love this pattern.
On my count, not necessarily the black that's in it.
Oh, I love the black.
See, it's a little bit too, I think, bold for my taste. I don't know. So anyways, it's the Back to School Shawl by Sarah Burgart Abram. I might have butchered that. There's nothing on there, right? No. So that's what it looks like. There's her name. So we both like that one. And I had looked at this previously because I knew about it from a couple. I think I saw it on 2 podcasts, but mainly from Amber, the yarn hoarder, because their printing company printed it. I got the Minnesota 52 16 Knits Inspired by the Road. So I purchased that book for us. And the ladies were actually, personally, they're selling it and whatnot. And had, they ended up autographing it and made it out to Knit for Brains. So that was really cool. So we're looking forward to, we haven't really sat down yet and completely looked through it. But there's 6 sweater designs, 2 pairs of socks, 2 hats, 2 cowls, 2 mittens, 1 shawl, a surprise design, and delicious recipe for your travels. So yeah, we're looking forward to looking through that and making some stuff out of it. So that was good. So we got that. We do have one more thing. It's not what we purchased.
Nope.
Oh wait, I wanted to kind of. Oh, hold on a second.
Where'd mine go?
I gave it to you. So I just kind of wanted to show a couple. I should have taken them out before. We were telling you about the stitch marker swap. I just want to show you a couple of them. Actually, can you hold them up? That I thought were, they're all cute, but I thought was exceptionally cute. So the little sheep was adorable. We were thrilled with this one because
I got the Minnie Mouse one.
She got the Minnie Mouse one. And then this was another cute one.
It's a donut.
And a little donut. So just thought I'd show a few of them. We got A good handful of them, I mean, for sure. I don't know if I can get those back in there. You think?
Maybe.
I'm going to have to sort these out. We did get, we got stitch markers. We got some progress keepers. People were kind of swapping different things. One of the booths said she didn't really realize what she signed up for. So she didn't have any stitch markers or progress keepers. And she had stuff from the, what's that, fair trade thing. So she let everybody pick a bracelet. So we each got bracelets, which that was kind of cool, something different, you know. And then we met up with, on Saturday, one of our viewers, which has also become a friend at this point, Arity. Hi, Arity. And she made us these really cute felted pouches, of course, Knit for Brains colors. And then inside of it, there were stitch markers for us. So that was really cute. And look, she even had them like all fancy like in there. Mine were blues, or tones of blues. So those were my two.
Here's my one of them.
Well, Alisha had basically the pinks. So we got those. So overall, yeah, we had a really fun weekend. We met a lot of people. I really enjoyed meeting Madeline. I did it again wrong. Madeline. Sorry. I'm really bad about names. We got to actually hang out with her a few different times, and that was fun. And then Jamie. Shoot. Hi, Jamie. That was a lot of fun. And we got to meet, you know, some fellow podcasters and whatnot. So, and shop till we dropped. As you guys seen. We have finally made it through everything. I do not have anything else. You're good?
I'm good.
So, yeah. We did have other purchases, like we said. We purchased stuff for Melissa and for my sister. We cannot show it on here because we want it to be a surprise. Melissa's package actually got mailed off today. She will receive it by Wednesday. I would imagine she will show it on her podcast. So if you do want to see what we have purchased for her, you can probably check out her podcast. She might even put it on Instagram. I don't know. Something like that. My sisters won't be going out until next week because I have a few things I need to
add to it.
And one of the items I'm not quite done with. We got a little backed up with making stitch markers for the swap, and we had made some minis to hand out, and we just kind of had a lot going on.
Yes.
So we'll get that done. So I believe that's... Did you have anything else you wanted to say about Midwest?
I don't think we should do the pajama party again.
Okay, that's fine.
Like, I'm fine staying the night because it was easy. I don't know if it was worth
Staying up that late?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I don't know. Something we can decide later.
It was different. That's for sure.
Yeah, so, I don't know. Decisions for next year.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, I think, like for YarnCon in April, YarnCon is going to be less about purchasing the yarn and more about doing classes. Because we do have a couple, I know at least one class that we want to do. Because at this point, unless we really knit extremely fast, we have quite sizable stashes.
I have a decent amount now. I'm still nowhere near you.
I have an insane amount. We are actually going to redo my cubbies. I've had to remove the two bottom cubbies I had sewing stuff in. I'm having to remove those. It's going to have to be complete yarn. Still don't know if I'm going to have enough room. I'm almost thinking that I need to scoot my cubby all the way over to the wall and measure and see if I can fit a second one. My husband's going to love that.
Yep.
I'm thinking I might be able to.
You'll be able to.
So,
If not, you can lay that one flat and put another one on top of it.
oh, yeah, I'm thinking I need to do that. I'm going to have to talk to my husband and see. Oh, we didn't get that one though. We got that from, I was thinking that was from Lowe's. We got that one from, Michael's. So I don't know if we'll be able to find, it was when Michael's clearance done. So I don't know if Lowe's or Menards will have one similar.
No.
Even if it's not exactly the same, if it's one that will fit in the remaining space when I scooch it over, I would probably be fine with that. Or if there's an option of where it's not too tall, where I can turn this one on the side and stack them. But I think I'm going to need another one. He's going to be thrilled. Hi, honey. I don't know. I'll figure out something. Because I feel like I need more cubbies so it can be actually more organized how I would want it to be. So, she's loving her yarn again. All right, so we're going to sign off. We hope you enjoyed seeing everything that we purchased, indulged in. I will list all the yarns and the makers and the show notes. It's going to take me some time for sure.
Remember the cows going on?
Yes, remember all our knit along with Levi from WTF
So I'm not doing
Knitting, the cheap versus expensive. Also a reminder, we have the Furry Friends cowl. There's actually quite a few entries in there.
Yes, there is.
Keep
So
knitting
some.
for those animals, guys. Like I said, if you don't have one, donate them to shelters. They really, really need stuff. Other than that, we will see you in 2 weeks. Bye.